Welcome again everyone back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you a quick browse of my plants that I've overwintered. Some of them I have been growing in containers like the tropical and subtropicals like my citrus over here. And I'm going to just give you a quick update on how things are doing. I put them in here in the garage. It's not a heated garage by any means, but I have put them in here in my garage and I'm now overwintering them. I do have a light set up for them to give them some light, but I can also open the door of the garage right there. As you can see, it's open, and I have the plastic just to, get rid of some of that cold, so the cold is not directly on them, because like I said, this is not heated by any means. Now in here I have my citrus, and this is how they're doing. I have a few different citruses right here, and these are my figs. Looks like they're already excited to start growing again. So in here I have 4 different figs. I do have some planted in ground, and those are the cold hardy ones, so they're in ground. But I have about 12 citrus in here. I have one right here, 1, 2, 3. I still have limes on here, on this bear's lime, and I do have some, oh, that was a thorn. I do have some flower buds popping out here. I did lose some of the leaves, but I've noticed that that's normal. It happens in the fall, but then in the winter and in the spring they send out more leaves and flower buds. And so this is another one here, and this is the, let's see which one this is. I think, oh, this is a key lime. This is a little key lime right here. It's looking pretty good. This over here is a lemon that I grew from seed. Let me just get this dying pepper out of here. It's a cayenne pepper. It still does have life in it, so I'll be able to save this. I know it does look like it's in rough shape, but I've been doing this quite a while, so I know it'll be okay. And this is my lemon here that I started last year on February 15th. And this is how it's doing. It's a lemon from seed, from the lemons that I got from Juicing with Jay. Then I have another citrus right here. Let's see which one is this. I'm not sure. Oh, here it is. It's in here. This is a Frost Owari Satsuma Mandarin. So we'll see what it put out. There's another one right here. I have a variegated pink lemon here. I have an orange here. So the citruses, Amiwa Kumquat, the citruses are doing pretty well, as you can see. Okay, now for my peppers, I have some peppers that I can still, I haven't harvested all of it. It's on the plant and it's not doing anything. They're ripening, but they remain fresh, nice and fresh. I do have a jalapeno right here also. And I have some cayenne pepper, just hanging on for dear life. And this is pretty much what's going on in my overwintering plants. I do have some also on the shelves. I've trimmed these back. They're still nice and green. I do have supplemental light here. I have dragon fruit, most citrus, and this is a cold hardy one. I didn't want to, I wasn't ready to put it in the ground, and so it's here in my garage. I'll put it in the ground in the spring. Now over here, I do have some also on the bottom shelf here, and some other things going on here. But as you can see right here, I have my compost tea, and it's pretty gross. So I've been using this since the fall to water these plants, and I only water it once a month, right? And this is from food scraps, kitchen scraps, and I allowed it to break down. This is rainwater that I use. I use rainwater on purpose because I prefer to use the natural water, even though, people would come up with things to discourage you about rainwater, but it's my choice. I use rainwater. It's better than the chemical that they would send in the city water for you. So that's just my choice. And so I use this here to water these once a month. So I've been gone for 2 weeks for vacation in December, and it's now 2 weeks since I've been back. And look at this, guys. Nobody took care of these for me. So if you're thinking about overwintering, you can actually do it. You can leave it for at least 2 weeks at a time. I watered it the week, not even the day before I left for vacation, but I watered it during the same week, probably about the Tuesday or Wednesday. I left on the Saturday. So this is week 6 actually. And I'm just out here watering it today, and I'm not putting a whole lot on it. As you can see, I'm not soaking it, so it's not running out the bottom here. And, you know, just doing this to keep it, just give it the minimal care that it needs to keep it alive. They don't need a whole lot. And I think sometimes too, we do a little too much for these plants. These plants will thrive, they would adjust, and they'll be just fine. Look at this here. I haven't even watered this either. And this is my my herb garden challenge from last year, Plant a Garden TV herb garden challenge. And as you can see, I still have lemongrass growing here, and this is from seed from last year. All these in here, they're from seeds. So I don't know what's gonna survive, but I'm gonna give it a little water today. Actually, yeah, I'll give it a little bit of water today. It's pretty dry in there. I don't know if this is gonna pop back up. I have some yarrow. I have some Chinese pink celery in here. You know, we'll see. We'll see what pops back up. But it's still here in this container that I used for the challenge. And so I'm going to allow it to spring back out in the spring just to see how it goes. It's simply my experiment. So that's what I'm doing. I do have a banana here. It's going to spring back up. Now, I'm not worried. I see a little greenery in here, so I know the rhizome is still alive. So that's about it for that. So this is pretty much it, guys. My overwinter garden in my unheated garage. If you have a greenhouse, you can actually overwinter things that you may not even think you're able to overwinter, and it'll survive for the next year. That's if you're in a zone, in a colder zone like I am in. I'm in zone 6A. Obviously, there's other zones that are much colder than my zone. But if you're in a colder zone and you want to bring your plants inside to overwinter a few of them, you can go ahead and do so. You can also grow tropical foods, tropical fruits like I have here, and I have been successful in this. I harvested lemons this year. I harvested Bronx Select Satsuma from that plant, and I am going to be harvesting limes, Bear's limes from these. As you can see, we have limes on it. So it may not be in abundance as you would like it to be, but it's still food. You can still have access to it. You can grow it, and you can just secure as much of your food source as you possibly can. I hope you enjoy this video and you feel moved and encouraged to do a little bit more and be proactive in growing your own food and to saving your own food. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time right here on Fifi's Urban Homestead and Lifestyle.